Hello, hello. Welcome. Hi everyone. My name's Amanda, and today we are going to be doing a yoga Pilates fusion class. So I'm really excited for everyone to join me. We'll give everyone a few minutes to pop on, but whether you're joining live or watching the replay, we're really excited to have you here. So if you didn't already know, today is World Health Day, and that is why we are excited that for this Wellness Wednesday, we are also celebrating World Health Day. And this year's mission is to live a fairer and more healthier lifestyle, and that really starts with us. And once we focus on our health, then we can help share that with others. So really, creating a healthier world starts with you. And so that's why we wanted to have this class today. I'm very excited for you guys to be here. And I just wanted to kind of talk about, before we get started, the way that Mindset Wellness kind of thinks about overall health is finding a balance in your life. And each day, starting with first picking an intention, and then choosing your mindset. And then there's some awesome CBD products to help support that mindset. So just going over what I like to do. I like to start my day with some health gummies when I wake up. And then my go-to is always happy. And when I start to feel a little tired in the afternoon is when I use my focus drops. So be sure to check out the mindsets. We'll talk about them a bit later. But let's go ahead and get started. So today's a yoga and Pilates fusion class. It'll feel like a yoga class. I'll just add some extra strengthening movements in there. You might not even notice. All you need for class is a mat, yourself, and if you have blocks, those are going to be great. You don't have to have them. All right, so let's start today in your favorite seated position. So that could be cross-legged, or that could be taking a block and putting it in between your feet and sitting there. That always feels really nice. One of my favorite ways to sit for sure. And once you arrive onto your mat, just take a second to settle into the space, to let anything that's going on in the outside world go. Those issues will still be there for you to attend to 45 minutes later, but the difference is you're going to have a clearer mind after this class. So in yoga, we always like to start with focusing on the breath, the prana, the life force. And even if you don't necessarily practice yoga, it is scientifically proven that breathing helps reduce stress. It lowers your heart rate, lowers your blood pressure, reduces depression, and also helps with pain management. So focusing on the breath is super important, and even just focusing on it for a few minutes a day can be just so impactful. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're in our comfortable seated position. I'm not going to play music myself because it might interfere with the sound, but if you enjoy music, go ahead and play something. All right, so now that we're sitting up nice and tall, just go ahead and roll those shoulders up and back a few times in one direction. We hold so much tension in our shoulders, and this is such a nice thing that we can do at any time of the day. And reverse that direction. Good, and from here we're going to start our breathing practice. So I want you to bring your palms together. I'm going to come a little closer so that you can see. And then I want you to squeeze your forearms together like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with an inhale. You're going to take your arms up as high as you can while keeping the forearms and the hands pressed together. And then open up at the top and exhale, lower down. I love this breathing exercise because we're going to open up the back and the shoulders, and we're also getting some breathing meditation in here. So go ahead, again, a deep inhale, squeeze those arms together, lift, lift, lift. Open at the top and exhale all the way down. Good, let's take that again. Inhaling all the way up. And exhaling down. Good, let's take 2 more rounds just like this. Deep inhale. And exhale. And one more time. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhaling, making your way down. Really nice. From here, if you have any props, go ahead and set them aside. And then join me on all fours. Coming into all fours, hands are directly beneath the shoulders, the knees are about hip distance apart, and from here we'll start to take some cat-cow. So with an inhale, drop the belly, pull the heart through. Exhale, rounding the spine a lot, pulling the navel up and in. Good, inhale, gaze towards the sky. Exhale, round, gaze towards the navel. A few more rounds here, inhaling and exhaling. And then finding that sweet spot right in between those two postures is your neutral spine. So you're going to keep that navel pulled in towards the spine so that you have a nice flat back. From here, go ahead and extend your right leg back and go ahead and go forward and back a few times, rocking forward and backwards. Really nice. And then from here, find stillness and then reach that right arm forward, reach, and then, left arm forward, reach, and then bring that right leg up. Inhale, reach a little bit longer, and then exhale, bring knee to elbow. Good, inhale, find that extension, and exhale, bring it in, knee to elbow. A few more times, inhale, reach, and exhale, bring it in. Two more, inhale. And exhale, one more. Inhale, long. Exhale, bring it in. Good. Inhale, hold it long. Reach a little bit longer. And then we're going to tap the hand and the toe and lift it back up. Good. Lowering and lifting. Keep that going. Lower down and tap and lift. Good. You have 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Hand down, knee down, and we'll take it to the other side. So we'll go ahead and slide that left leg back and go back and forth a few times. You'll feel a little massage in the calves. And then come through stillness. Reach that right arm long and lift the left leg up to hip level. Inhale, reach a little bit longer. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bring it in. You have a few more rounds here. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Keep that going. For 3. And 2, and 1. Hold it long, reaching even longer. Really feel that nice reach. And then you're going to tap down and lift up. Down and up. Good. You have 5. Lift for 4. Good. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it up and then bring that hand down, knee down. Really good here. You can take a cat-cow in between. And then come through center here and curl those toes under. Pressing into all 10 fingers. Go ahead and hover those knees about an inch off the ground and focus on your breath here. Focus on pulling that navel in towards the spine. Inhale and exhale. Good. Deep inhale. You've got this. And exhale. Good. Keep pulling that navel up and in. Inhaling and exhaling. We're going to come to plank after this one. Inhale and deep exhale. And go ahead and send the left leg back. The right leg meets it and we're in plank pose. Good. Breathe here. Take another inhale. Deep exhale. One more inhale. On the exhale, send those hips up and back for your downward facing dog. First downward facing dog of class. Go ahead and pedal up the feet. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Feel like you're pressing the mat away with the hands while spiraling the biceps in towards each other. And then let the crown of the head reach towards the front of the mat, nice long spine. From here, I want you to bend your knees a lot to send that tailbone up higher. And then re-extend the legs and start sinking the heels lower. Good. Settle in this downward facing dog. This is a beautiful time to take a few breaths and to just enjoy this first inversion here of class. Good. Take a few more breaths. And then go ahead, bend your knees a lot, look forward, and I want you to step the left foot up to the top of the mat, followed by the right, and then come into your forward fold. Hands come down on the mat, let the head, neck, and shoulders hang heavy, and just take a few breaths here. You're welcome to grab opposite elbows and gently rock from side to side. Good, and just take some breaths here. I love forward folds. They're known to bring clarity to the mind. And what a beautiful way to start class, right? Or to start your day, then with a nice forward fold. So keep breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, and then slowly start to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Head's going to be the very last to come up. Now while you're standing up tall, I want you to take a minute here, a mindful moment, to focus here on your mountain pose. We think that standing is so simple, but we can make this an active pose. Starting down with the feet, engaging the toes, lift them up and then place them down. Start to lift through the arch of the foot and then start to lift up from the knees, feeling the legs lengthen. Let that tailbone hang heavy and then start to feel that growth in the side body, reaching up a little bit higher. Relax the shoulders down, palms facing away, and here you are in your active mountain pose. Good, take another breath here, take an inhale and exhale. Good, this is a beautiful time to set an intention for class. I would like to invite us to set an intention to bring balance to our mind, our body, and our spirit. With an inhale, reach those hands overhead, look up, and exhale, come into a forward fold. With the next inhale, hands onto the shins for your flat back. Exhale, plant the hands down, step the right leg back, the left leg meets it. You're in your plank pose. Good, from here, send those hips up and back into your downward facing dog. We've been here before. All right, from here, bend the knees, look forward, walk the right foot up, followed by the left. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Good, inhale, arms to the sky, exhale, hands to heart center, really nice. Let's take this again, we're gonna add some more movement here. Inhale, those arms up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, the left foot meets it. From here, we're going to lower down for a push-up, but arms inside. Exhale, press yourself back up. Then come onto the knees, and then downward facing dog. So it's a little bit different than a traditional vinyasa that might be used to, but we're gonna add that push-up in, just getting a little bit additional arm strength. Good, from your downward facing dog, bend the knees, look forward, walk or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale's your halfway lift. Exhale your forward fold. This time, keeping your feet about hip distance apart. I want you to sink your hips low and then reach those arms high for Utkatasana, your chair pose. From here, I want you to think about reaching those arms a little bit longer, sinking a little bit lower. Navel's pulled in towards the spine. That tailbone is heavy. Good, take another inhale. And exhale. Good. On the next inhale, rise to the top. Hands come down. Really nice. We're going to take that flow one more time, just like that. So with an inhale, those arms come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands down. Step one leg back, the other meets it. We're doing that push-up. We come down. We exhale up to the top. We come down onto our knees. And then we find that downward facing dog. Good, take 2 breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, and then bend the knees, look forward, walk, or if you have that hop in your practice, go ahead and hop to the top of the mat. Inhale your halfway lift, and exhale your forward fold. Good, inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands come all the way down. Take a moment here to check in with how you're feeling, and then we'll move on from here. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands and go ahead and step back to plank. This time I invite you to take 2 push-ups. So lower down, exhale, presses you up. Again, inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Now you're welcome to come to all fours and then down dog, or go ahead and just send those hips up and back for your downward facing dog. Really nice. All right, from here, come down onto your knees and take a moment here. Catching that breath. And we're gonna do some modified push-ups now, taking a little break from our flow. So if you have those blocks, go ahead and grab them and bring them onto the mat. So what I absolutely love about this, if you have the blocks, is this is gonna help us in our push-ups to develop more of the back, of strengthen our backs rather than just relying solely on the core. And if you add this into your practice, I promise you, you're gonna start to notice that your vinyasa push-ups or your regular push-ups are gonna become a lot easier because you're building that strength in your back. So go ahead and come onto all fours. Hands directly beneath the shoulders, but they're on the blocks this time. And your knees are gonna come back a little bit. From here, you lower down and then exhale, lift up and come back. So we're gonna do that a few times here. Just building that strength in our arms. So we roll forward, lower down, exhale, lift, and send it back. Good. We have 5 more like this. We come forward for 5, and back, and 4. Really nice. If you don't have those blocks, you're just doing these without them, which is also great. Like I said, this is just gonna help us develop a little bit more back strength, going at your own pace here. And 1 more, lower down, lift, and send it back. Good, you can take a child's pose, or you can come up for a more seated pose, whichever you prefer. Take a moment here, and now we're gonna come into those wide push-ups. So instead of keeping the arms in line with the body, we're gonna slightly internally rotate the hands, and we're gonna bring the elbows wide. Exhale to lift us back up. All right, here we go. So coming down onto all fours, hands on the blocks if we have them. These stay on the ground. We come back, inhale, roll forward and lower. Exhale, press yourself back up, and we come back. All right, here we go. We have 8 more of these. We go 8. Going down as low as you can. If you haven't been practicing these push-ups, they might be a lot harder. So you go, listen to your body. Go down as low as you'd like. Good, take about 5 more here. You have 5. Connecting with that breath. Good for 4. And 3. Last 2. And last 1. And back. Good. You can move those blocks aside. Take a few breaths here. Really good work. Getting that heart rate up as well, which is always nice. All right, and now we're gonna move on in our practice. So when you're ready, go ahead and meet me in downward facing dog. And you can pedal out the feet. And from here with an inhale, that right leg is gonna lift up and back. And I want you to square off the hips. So the pinky toes should be pointing towards the mat. And then come on through, sucking it in between the hands. And then spiral that back foot down, reaching up towards the sky for your warrior 1. Now in your warrior 1, one thing that you want to focus on is your alignment here. So making sure that that right knee is in line with the right ankle. We're reaching forward and our hips are squared off towards the front of the mat. Nice. Breathing here, take an inhale and exhale. Good, on the next inhale, we're gonna open up to our warrior 2. Now our hips are pointing towards the side of the mat. Relax the arms down the back. Good, flip the palms, inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, lower down. Good, inhale to lift. And exhale, lower. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. 1 more time, inhale at the top. And exhale, come to your warrior 2. Good, take 2 breaths in your warrior 2. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, and then on the next inhale, reach forward, and then your right hand can come onto the inside of the right shin, or on the ground, or a block, whichever is in your practice. I want you to focus on opening up through that left shoulder, left arm up high. Keep breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Good. Another inhale. Deep exhale. And then go ahead and straighten that right leg. You're now in a triangle pose. From here, using those obliques, with the next inhale, rise up, and then reverse your triangle. Good, and then reach forward, come into your triangle pose, and then exhale up and reverse. Go ahead and keep moving here, keeping it fluid-like, enjoying that motion, that good stretch in the body. A few more times here. and one. Coming all the way up. Meet me here in your reverse triangle. And then back to that warrior two. Good. From here, we're going to take flight. We're going to come into our Arctic Undress or our half moon pose. Blocks are always great here, but they're optional. So we're going to be reaching that right arm forward so that we can fly with that left leg. So coming on up, our right toes are pointing towards the front of the mat. Our right arm is in one long line with the left arm, and then we're flexing that back foot a lot. Now flexing that back foot is going to help be your anchor to keep you nice and balanced in this pose. Good. Keep breathing here. And then we're going to slowly, as carefully as we can, start to bend in that right knee and find that warrior two. Good. From here, internally rotate that right foot so that both feet are facing towards the long side of the mat. Go ahead and reach the arms long, opening up to the chest, and then bring the hands behind you and interlace them, noticing which thumb's on top. With the next inhale, open up the chest, gaze towards the sky, and then exhale, start to fold, bringing the arms over the head. Good, taking a few breaths here, enjoying that opening of the shoulders, that lengthening of the back of the legs. A few more breaths here. Option to release the hands and bring the hands down. You can reach behind you or maybe grabbing onto the ankles. Good, and then with the next inhale, bring the hands in front of you, coming into a flat back. And then slowly start to roll all the way up. Good. The right toes focus towards the right side, the front of the room. And then lower down to that warrior two. And then cartwheel the hands down. Step back to plank. Give me 2 push-ups. Notice if that feels any different. And then meet me in that downward facing dog. Good. Take a few breaths in your downward facing dog. Child's pose is also a beautiful place to be. So go ahead, take a few moments here. We can always stay in child's pose. It's always a good option. And then we'll take this to the other side. So when you're ready, go ahead and come back to that down dog if you weren't already there. And we're gonna take this to the left side. So with an inhale, that left leg lifts up and back. Breathe here. And then with your exhale, you step it on through. Inhale, spiraling that right foot down, arms to the sky, warrior one. Relax the shoulder blades down the back. Reach those arms up. Good, take an inhale. And exhale. Nice, another deep inhale. And exhale. Good, with the next inhale, open up to that warrior two. Relax the shoulders and keep breathing here. Making sure that left knee is in line with the left ankle. And then with the next inhale, straighten that left leg, arms up. And exhale, lower it down. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, lower it down. A few more rounds like this. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. One more time, inhale all the way up. Exhale, lower down. And now we're gonna take that side angle pose. So the left hand can come onto the inside of the left leg, or it can come to the ground or a block, whichever feels best for you. And we're gonna take a few breaths here, reaching that right arm up and back so you can open up through the chest. Good, keep breathing here. And then slowly start to straighten that left leg, coming into your triangle pose. Good, using those obliques with the next inhale, we rise and then flip the palm and reverse. Good, and then we take it back down to that triangle pose. Inhaling up and reversing. Good, keep flowing here. Just enjoying this movement. Sometimes it's nice to just take a moment and enjoy this flow, right? Let's do one more here. And then meet me back in that warrior two. Relax the shoulders, reach the arms long. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, we're getting ready to come into that half moon pose on the other side. If you used a block, go ahead and do it on the same side. The left hand comes down in front of you. We use the strength from the left leg to come up, left toes pointing towards the front of the mat. That right arm reaches up and we flex that back foot a lot, our anchor point here. Good. We'll take a few breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. We're stacking those hips. And then when you're ready, slowly, carefully, we lower down to that warrior two. Beautiful. From here, cartwheel the hands down and step back to plank. If you're game, let's try 3 push-ups. We lower, exhale, lift. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. One more time. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Downward facing dog. Very good. Pedal out the feet. Take a few breaths in down dog, or go ahead and come down to your favorite seated position. And just take a moment here, taking in all of this movement and strength, the heat that you're creating in your body. Good, and then when you're ready, meet me back in all fours. We're gonna come to that hover again and then come to plank. So we're just gonna play here with some core work. So curling those toes under, pressing into the mat, lift up those knees. 3 breaths here. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Good. Take another inhale and exhale. One more deep inhale and exhale. Step back to plank. Good. 3 breaths here. Inhale, exhale for 1. Inhale, exhale for 2. Good. Inhale, exhale for 3. From here, start to come onto the outside edge of the right foot, left arm high. We're in a side plank. Now, if you need to modify here, you can either bring that top foot forward or you can lower the right leg down. Any option here is a good option. Good. We have 3 more breaths here. 2 and 1. Good. Come to downward facing, come forward to plank. Anytime that you need, drop the knees down. If you don't need to, we're staying up. And then we're coming to side plank on the left. Again, taking any modifications that you might need. 3 breaths here. Inhale, exhale for 3. Come to plank. Did you ever think that plank would be your home base, right? Good. Come to down dog. Breathe here. We're going to go through that one more time. Again, child's pose is here if you need it. And when you're ready, roll forward to plank. 3 breaths here. Inhale, exhale for 1. Inhale, exhale for 2. Inhale, exhale for 3. Come on to the left side. For your side plank, 3 breaths here. This time, option to raise that top leg if you'd like. Inhale, exhale for 1. Inhale, exhale for 2. Inhale, exhale for 3. Come to your plank pose. And let's bring it over to the right for those 3 breaths. Again, option to lift that leg. Inhale, exhale for 1. Inhale, exhale for 2. Inhale, exhale for 3. Lower down, plank pose to down dog or child's pose. Go ahead and take a moment here. Breathing. Good. All right. We got that heart rate up. So now let's start to kind of just slow things down a little bit. So I want you to come back to your favorite seated position. And if you have blocks, go ahead and grab them. If you don't have blocks, you could use light weights here. You can also use nothing. It's all totally fine. So if we have the blocks, we're going to place them on our hands. And squeezing the arms into the side body, we're just going to open up and close. Good. This is really nice. You should feel it. You should feel the shoulder blades kind of kissing together when you open and close. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's do this a few more times. For 3. For 2. and 1. Hold it out here. And then go ahead and set the blocks down if you have them, or the weights. And we're gonna make our way onto our back. So coming onto our back, our feet are about hip distance apart. Hands are down on the mat, and we're gonna start with taking a few articulated bridges. So I want you first to press that middle back into the mat so that the tailbone and the pubic bone are pointing up. From here, leading with the tailbone, we lift up the lower back, then the middle back, and then lastly, that upper back peels off the mat. And then as we lower down, we let the upper back melt into the mat, followed by the middle back, and then lastly, that lower back melts into the mat. Good, we'll take that again. Leading with the tailbone, lower back, middle back, upper back, and then back down, upper back, middle back, lower back, melt into the mat. Good, next up with 1 lift, we're gonna come to the top. So take an inhale to prepare, and exhale, lift those hips up. Good, from here, we're going to bring 1 leg up and lower, and then the other leg up, lower down. I want you to focus here on keeping those hips super still. So we're engaging the core, we're pulling the navel in towards the spine as we're marching this out. Really nice and strong. For 5. And 4. 3. 2. 1. And 1. Good, and lower all the way down. Beautiful. Now, if you have a block, we're gonna put it underneath the hips. So putting it on the medium setting, let me show you. We're gonna put it on the medium setting, so this way. And we're going to rest onto this side part, so this part up. And we're gonna rest our tailbone, our sitting bones right here. So it's not gonna go on the butt, it's definitely not gonna go on the lower back. So coming into our bridge, lift those hips up, and then place it right where the tailbone, the sitting bones are. This should feel really nice. So no tension on the lower back, and it's not on the glutes either. Good, once you find that place, I want you to bring both legs up into a tabletop, pressing the hands onto the mat, or if you want to kick it up a notch, gluing those shoulder blades into the mat, the arms can reach up. We're going to do this kind of similar marching, except we're going to bring the foot down. It's just going to hover, not touching the ground. And then with an exhale, bring that leg back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. Taking this a few more times. We should really feel this in our lower abs. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1, and 1, and bring those knees together. Hands come down if they were lifted. Good. From here, reach those legs straight up and flex the feet a lot. And we're just going to take a moment here in this inversion, letting all of the blood recirculate through the body. If this doesn't feel nice, if you're on the block, you can remove it. A few more breaths here, just enjoying the stillness. And then lower the feet down. Lift the hips up to remove the block and come all the way down. Really nice. From here, extend those legs long. I want you to squeeze the legs together. Flex the feet a lot so the toes are pointing towards you. And then reach those arms up. We're going to roll up here. So inhale, I want you to prepare. Then using that exhale, come all the way up. Really nice. All right, from here, bend the knees and bring the hands behind the knees. We're going to stretch a little, and then we're going to come into our boat pose and some teasers. All right, so coming onto your balance on your sitting bones, And then we're just gonna bend and straighten the legs. You can do one at a time if that's easier, or both. Let's just take some time here to start getting a little bit more mobility in the legs for 3 and 2 and 1. Good. And then coming into our boat pose, squeeze those legs together, and you can reach the arms up if that feels nice. You're also welcome to keep them right here. Keep that squeeze in the leg, reach the arms forward, and if you want to make some more movement, we're going to tap at the top and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then come on up, sitting up nice and tall, and then extend the legs long, flexing the feet. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, reach forward and enjoy that fold. Taking a few breaths here. And then coming on up, bending the knees, and coming into that boat pose again. Now you have the option to stay here, or take your peace fingers, bring them around your big toes, and start to extend those legs long. Good, you have an option to stay here, or you can remove the arms and start to point, remove the hands, and start to lengthen the arms forward, bringing the toes close to the face. Hold, 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 and then lower it down and reach forward. Really nice. From here, come up to seated. And we're going to bring our arms back behind us, opening up through the chest. Now you're welcome to stay here. You can come down onto your forearms if that feels better. But what we're going to do is, using the strength in our lower abs, we're going to lift those legs up. We're going to come down around to the left side, and then exhale, lifting up. Again, down, around, and up. 3 more. We have 3, 2, and 1. Hold it at the top, and we reverse. Down, around, and up. Good. Keep this going. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it at the top. Lower down. Open the feet wide and open the arms. With an inhale, sit up a little bit taller, and then exhale, imagine you're folding over a beach ball and just start to reach the arms forward. Good. Inhale, coming to sit up, and exhale, reach. 2 more. Inhale on up, and reaching forward, and last one. Inhale up, and reach, and then come to sit up nice and tall. Good. From here, we're going to roll all the way down onto the mat, and then I want you to hug those knees together, and coming into a small little ball, gently rock from side to side, loosening up the lower back. Good, and then find stillness and bring both legs up high. Now we're going to lower and lift the legs. We have a little bit more of a push, and then I promise you have that cool down. Now with the arms, you have a few options. You can take the hands in a diamond shape and bring them underneath your tailbone for a little assistance. You can keep them where they are. You can also bring your hands behind the neck, and with an exhale, lift up the head, neck, and shoulders. Those are all great options for you. All right, now bring the heels together, toes apart. Squeeze those legs together. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good, we have 6 more just like this. You've got this. Lower down, and then use that exhale to lift back up. Good, give me 5. And lift. You have 4. Really good for 3. And 2. And 1. Lower down, lift it up. Hug those knees in, and gently rock from side to side. Really nice. From here, extend that left leg long, hug the right knee in a little bit more, and then circle that ankle out in one direction and the other. And then gently bring that right leg across the body to the left. Reach the right arm towards the right side, or cactus it, and go ahead and gaze over to the right. This is a really nice twist. A nice time to just close the eyes, focusing on the breath. We have a few more mindful minutes before we get back to our day. So just spend this time focusing on you and your wellness, choosing which mindset you want to have when you go back to your day. Good, and then come back through center and send that right leg long. Hug that left knee in and circle out the ankle in one direction and the other. And then gently bring that left leg over to the right and reach that left arm long, and you can gaze to the left. Good, and just breathe here. Notice how the mat feels below you. Enjoying how you're fully supported by the ground. Enjoying taking in those full, deep inhales and exhales. Good, and then come onto your back and hug both knees in. Final little movement here. We'll take a happy baby. So bring the knees in towards the armpits, and then the hands can grab onto the outside edges of the feet and rock from side to side. This pose is known to bring creativity, which I think we can always use in going back to work or back to our projects. And then set the feet down and come into your final resting pose, and however that's most comfortable for you. We're gonna just take a quick 2-minute Shavasana, however you'd like. Maybe that's the traditional way, or maybe soles of the feet together, knees wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. Maybe that's lying on your belly, or if you have more of a restorative poses in your blocks and props, go with that. But just come to lie down on the mat. And close your eyes. If you had the music playing, maybe this is where you pause it. And we just enjoy this silence for a moment. If you weren't already, breathing through the nose. Noticing how the inhale feels at the tip of your nose. And the exhale. Releasing any tension that's left in the body. Letting the tongue fall from the roof of the mouth. Relaxing any tension in the face, the jaw. And slowly and carefully roll onto your favorite side in a little fetal position. Enjoying that supported position. And then using the strength of the arms, keeping the eyes closed, trusting the body to be your guide. Press yourself up into your favorite seated position. And we'll start class much like, we'll end class much like we started it. Bringing the palms and the forearms together. Inhale, lift the arms up as high as you can without separating them. And then at the top, open and exhale, lower down. Good, 2 more just like this. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, close. And 1 more time. Inhale, up. And exhale, lower down. And place the palms onto your knees. Palms down if you need to feel a little bit more grounded. Palms up if you need to feel a little bit more energy. I hope you can recall that intention that we set in the beginning of class, that let's find balance in our mind, in our body, and our spirit. May you be happy and may you be healthy. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me, whether it was live or you're catching it later. I hope you enjoyed class. And for World Health Day, Mindset Wellness is offering a buy one, get one 50% off on the drop. So it's a great time to take advantage of either doubling up on your favorite mindset or trying out different mindset combinations to find the perfect combination that's right for you. Again, I like taking health, focus, and happy during the day, and then I usually take a calm dropper or rest at night. So check out Mindset Wellness CBD for all the amazing products. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for taking time to dedicate to your health. Health starts from within, and then we can share it with others. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.